Hello and welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man Kurt Steele. On today's show, we look at the possible issue at wide receiver depth for the Lions. Do us a favor, like the video and share it with other Lions fans just like yourself. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers, and we are currently at 1,763 at the time of this recording. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now it's time to bring in my co-host. First up, it's your auntie's favorite Lions content creator, the mayor of Yaktown, LL Cool Points. What's going on, my guy?
I like that one, but I am not a mayor. Happy Wednesday. Oops, I don't know what I'm throwing up. Hey, y'all, happy Wednesday, y'all.
West side.
And then it's our resident defensive line coach, executive chef, and former rap battle extraordinaire. It's the Wolverine who?
Coach Mike Jones. Hey, I'm sore. We had 2 days of two-a-days, man. So far, I'm sore.
So if you don't know how we get down on this channel, this is how we do it. We look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, and takes. If we agree, we say they are boss up. If we disagree, we say they are boss on. And, balled on. And then we tell you why. You know what I'm saying? It's an opinion show. So let's look at today's topics. Man, like I said earlier, do the Lions have an issue with wide receiver depth? Hey, it's a floating out there. The Lions signed quarterback Jake Fromm. Another name to add to the bucket of quarterbacks in the room behind Jared Goff. And two top rookies, man. Those cornerbacks hit with the injury bug. And that was shocking the other day, man. I was like, oh Lord. But, let's get into this topic at hand, because MCDC is concerned about the wide receiver depth. Antoine Green, man. Now, a lot of people, if you look at what's going on with the Lions, Dan Campbell and his media availability said, hey, expressed some concern with the depth at wide receiver. And he said, I quote, "We're waiting for someone to step forward." That's Dan Campbell come out his mouth. But one of the players, like I said a few seconds ago, that I think people thought was going to have a big second year at wide receiver for Detroit was a late draft pick in the 2023 draft, Antoine Green. But he suffered a serious concussion in the preseason game versus the Giants. He was waived on Monday with an injury settlement. Good luck to him as he recovers and tries to find a new team. So shout out to Antoine Green, man. Sorry you couldn't make it in Detroit, but them concussions, man, we all know from like Javid Best and some of the other players that's been in Detroit, those concussions can definitely hurt a career. All right, Brad Holmes traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones at the trade deadline last season. He brought a player that offensive coordinator Ben Johnson wanted to add to the offense with size. However, at 6'2" and 204, I think he's bigger than that now. Peoples-Jones has not shown consistency this year in camp. He didn't even play until late in the game on Thursday versus the Giants. And I just, where is this dude at, man? There's been a few players that have flashed this summer, but didn't make splashes in New Jersey, like Darius Fountain and Caden Davis. Isaiah Wilson made some good plays in the preseason game, but he's smaller, man. He's like 5'10". So not what Ben Johnson is looking for at the wide receiver for position. And if you look at what's going on at the current receiver, what's going on the depth chart, St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and Khalif Raymond are the top three on the depth chart. And I talked about Khalif Raymond earlier in a previous show, and LL, you agree with me with Raymond being that wide receiver 3, but they want a big guy at the wide receiver 4. And right now, your guess is as good as mine, people. Who is going to step up in that wide receiver 4 position? Like I said about DPJ, I hope it's him, because I'm a Michigan fan and he had a good career at Cleveland. I just don't understand what's going on with him in Detroit. Now, one name that's bounced around a few media outlets and a few of the Lions content creators was recently released wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. With the Patriots on the hook for most of his salary for 2024, he may be an option or in Detroit or for another team at a cheap price. I know Ben Johnson. Brad Holmes is one of those guys who was interested in Juju Smith-Schuster for a while. But I don't know if he fits in the culture that the Detroit Lions have built over the past few seasons. I think Detroit may add someone if these guys don't on the roster don't pick up their play in the next few days. We got the next preseason game coming up here against the Chiefs this weekend. I'm not liking what I'm seeing down the depth chart. They're not producing. So wide receiver depth is becoming an issue as far as that, getting down the depth chart. I think they like the 3 guys they have at the top, but 4 and 5 and 6, looking kind of scarce, people. All right, what you got, Coach Jones? You shaking your head. No, man. So what's going on? What do you think about the wide receiver depth? Is it an issue, boss up, or balled on?
Let's bossed up because even though we don't run a whole lot of 4 receiver, 5 receiver sets, you still want to have that depth at receiver. So man, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the Wolverine, the other Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, step his game up, man, because I have big hopes for him, man, and I really do hope that he gets it together, man, because he's that big body receiver that Ben Johnson's talking about in that presser. As far as Juju Smith-Schuster, I don't know. I don't know if his attitude fit right. I think Penei Sewell might have to knock him out real quick, and then and maybe he'll come back and be like,
We lost Coach Jones. All right, here he is. He's coming back. All right, so go ahead, finish your thought, Coach.
Oh yeah, I just think we do need one, but hopefully somebody steps up. Hopefully Donovan Peoples-Jones steps up and becomes that receiver 4 or receiver 3. Who knows? I Wolverine all the way, man.
All right, LL, what you got, man? Bossed up or balled on about the wide receiver depth?
I'm gonna say this is probably a bossed up take, man. It's looking kind of thin out there, although it is providing opportunity to young wide receivers like Isaiah Williams, if hopefully I'm saying his name right, but the young man out of Illinois. So maybe he can get an opportunity out there. I know he isn't the big body or whatever. I think he's like 6'6'1" or something like that, but he can play. So hopefully he can get he can get some time out there. But I seen my friend, I guess I'll say Cephas catching a couple balls down in Texas. So maybe if he don't make the roster down there, maybe they'll look to make a reunion.
Big slow ass.
Let me look. I'm gonna look at Williams right quick just to see how tall that cat is. I think he's like 5'9". Yeah, he's like 5. He's 5'10". They just him at 5'10", 186 on the official depth chart.
Well, never mind. Then. I was wrong.
Yeah. So that's a little dude, man. But yeah, I hope that someone steps up. I'm hoping it's DPJ as well. I'm a Michigan guy as well, as all of us on this panel are. But hey, Michigan or not, if you ain't stepping up to the plate, man, you got to go, man. And this coaching staff will tell you to get the F on if you ain't stepping up to the plate. Will tell you that in a heartbeat. All right, so hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this Detroit Lions content to other fans just like yourself. All right, next up, man, my man Coach Jones got an interesting take on the new guy in the building. Talk about my man Jake Fromm coming over to the Lions.
Yeah, so the Lions, an emergency kind of thing, they went and signed Jake Fromm because, as we know, Hendon Hooker is out in concussion protocol. So we went and signed Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm, who actually went to Georgia. He is one of 3, I believe, Georgia quarterbacks that are in the NFL right now. He had a good pedigree. He hasn't had such a good NFL career. But he had a good pedigree. I believe he took the Bulldogs to the national title game his freshman and sophomore year. So Jake Fromm, man, he's better than this next dude, man, because Nate Sudfeld, I don't even want to see this dude no more. I don't even know why and the only reason why I'm that hard on Nate Sudfeld is because Nate Sudfeld, this is his second year in the offense. This is year 2. This is year 2 with the twos, and he did that. Man, he's so horrible. And it's not that just that because of what he had this little. It's like every time he got the ball, he was like a deer in headlights. He's that's what I heard. Like when he had the ball, man. Like man, so I just oh Lord, I don't want to see this. So but Hendon Hooker right now is in concussion protocol. So they're hoping he might get cleared by Friday afternoon, but I don't think they'll let him start. If he does play at all, it'll be in the third preseason game. So that's the reason for signing Jake Fromm, who is an athletic guy. He has a good pedigree. He hasn't had any success. I think he's like 0-2, 5% completion percentage, which is just Lord awful. But once again, he's better than Dudfield, and I just say farm show, man. So what are y'all takes? Do y'all agree with this boss up and ball out opinion? Do you think I'm too hard on Nate Sudfeld? I mean, because I don't know, man. I just don't like him.
All right. So first of all, the Nate Sudfeld thing. I believe you are bossed up 100%, man. Nate Sudfeld has been in the league for a minute, and Dan Campbell said it himself. He expects more from Nate Sudfeld in this offense. It's just is what it is. All right. So Fromm has become a journeyman quarterback in the NFL since coming out of college. The Lions, it's his fourth team. He played for the Bills, where he was drafted back in 2020. Spent time with the Giants and most recently the Commanders. I think his career passing percentage is like 45%. I think I looked it up. I think he's battling Nate Sudfeld for that third quarterback spot. Hendon Hooker, in my opinion, can move the offense with his legs when he's healthy. I think he's still the best option for the Detroit Lions behind Jared Goff at quarterback. I don't think that this signing moves the needle. I just think it gives the team some competition for that quarterback 3 spot. But it didn't excite me to see that we signed Jake Fromm. And Georgia's becoming Ohio State at quarterback as far as guys in the pros, because these guys are winning championships, but they're not being, they're not starting quality quarterbacks in the NFL. What you got, LL?
Shoot, man, you already know. Nate Sudfeld is the worst person on planet Earth after Thursday, and I think Jake Fromm, if we let him play, we gonna call him the worst person on earth, Junior. So it's what is bossed up that Nate Sudfeld sucks, and it's balled on that we have a good backup quarterback. But hopefully y'all's and my friend Hendon Hooker. Everybody's talking about him trucking and everything. I just kept thinking about the headline that said he out with a concussion now. So it's like I don't really care about trucking, man. Throw the ball. I don't care about that. Yeah, you showed us that your legs was healthy. I never cared about that. Throw the ball, Hendon Hooker whenever you get a chance to come back. But yeah, we on shaky ground until somebody do.
Right. But LL, I did not say he was good. I did not say he was a good backup quarterback. I'm just saying he's gonna be better than Nate Bumfield. That's all I said.
Yeah, I mean, you look at. I think that Hendon Hooker showed he can move the ball. He can run the offense in his way. He's not going to be Jared Goff because he's not Jared Goff. He's not going to be that guy that stands in the pocket. He's a pocket passer, but he has the athletic ability to run the ball, which Jared Goff does not have. So he can move the offense in his own way if he has to play, but he has to be careful. You look at a guy like Anthony Richardson out there in the Colts. He was all that running, and what happened to him last season? Out with a concussion and then with the shoulder injury. So you have to be careful. It's in college, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can truck a guy and get away with it, one time, but you have those lasting effects with with concussions and things of that nature. So be careful out there, my man Hendon Hooker. Play your game, but just be safe. You know what I'm saying? Slide, brother. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with some of the Tigers and learn how to slide, because trucking ain't the deal for quarterbacks in the NFL. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. Drop us a comment in the bottom of this video and tell us how we're doing. Or give us your take on what we're talking about as far as the wide receiver depth or the backup quarterback situation in Detroit. All right, y'all know who it is, man. Here we go. coming to the stage. Y'all hear the theme music, man. Talking about these young rookies and what's going on with them in the injury front. What you got, LL?
Well, we've been getting a lot of injury news lately. Some of it being less serious than initially thought. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the rookie cornerbacks. Got our 2 rookie cornerbacks that got hit with a bit of an injury bug here. Terrion Arnold is said to have got, involved in a play with Amon St. Brown. Went down and went over to the sideline to work with the trainer for about 20, 30 minutes. And they saying it's a injured pectoral muscle, I guess, or area or whatever it is. And then our second round cornerback Ennis Rakestraw, and injured his ankle. Got rolled up and ended up missing or ended up exiting practice. With that ankle injury. It is not expected that either one of these gentlemen will miss significant time. And Ennis Rakestraw yesterday was on IG Live with Terrion Arnold saying, "Hey guys, we are perfectly fine." Now, I don't think they're gonna get on Instagram Live and be like, "Hey guys, we are not perfectly fine." So I don't know what y'all think about that. But I guess it's kind of scary out there because it was kind of mixed reports with with Jahmyr Gibbs and things like that. Thankfully, I guess that it's officially just a hamstring injury. And I know that just a hamstring for anybody who's had a hamstring injury might be disrespectful. So I apologize, but hopefully he can come back quicker than anything else that they were suggesting. But so what do you guys think? Are there any injury concerns for our rookie cornerback tandem, Sub-Zero and that boy Rake?
Yeah, I gotta go because the individual with the fake Twitter account saying that it was an ACL for Jahmyr Gibbs. Shame on you. Right. Shame on you. And if people posting these fake stories on Facebook, shame on you. Talking about Lions players and died in a car crash or a plane crash or whatever else. Shame on all y'all people. Shame on all y'all. And luckily for Jahmyr Gibbs, man, I'm happy to hear that. Like you said, it's a hamstring. And for players that are speedy like that, you're going to have those soft tissue injuries, especially like in the spring. So luckily, all those things are happening right now and not happening in the season. So we get these guys a chance to get ready for the season here. That's less than a month away. Injuries are going to happen. Talk about the rookies. They're going to happen to rookies, man. It's the pure physicality of the NFL is different from college and can lead to some minor scrapes and bruises. One move that I saw that the Lions made the other day, as far as the roster is concerned and looking at the cornerback position, is the signing of Essang. I think I'm saying his name right. Bassi. He's kind of built similar, and his RAS scorer was similar to Mikey Summersteel's coming out of Michigan. It could be a sign that the team was looking to keep Ennis Rakestraw at outside corner and not have him play in the slot. So, but I'm not worried about these guys' availability for the regular season. Like they said, they're fine. I think they're going to probably get a little warning from the coaching staff to say, "Hey, man, don't be talking about injuries on social media," because that's one thing for the team there. Coach Campbell does a great job addressing that in his media availability. So we'll look forward to seeing him give an update today, probably right after this show airs, when they get ready for the next training camp practice. But yeah, all right. Sorry about that. Having technical issues this morning. But yeah, I'm not worried about these guys going into the regular season. They're going to be okay. Just as long as they can get with the trainers. The Lions have a good medical staff. So I'm not worried about these guys getting back on the field for the regular season. That's all that counts. I'm not really worried about the preseason games.
Right.
Yeah. That throwaway game. All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
You know what? I'm not sure how you had a take on it, but if you was trying to kind of like say it wasn't really an issue, then I'm bossed up because you on IG, for trying to confirm stuff, man. That's that new generation. They go straight to TikTok, IG, all of that. I'm like, man, I'm straight, I got all this, you know what I'm saying, how they do, man. But I got a little different take on this though, man. I just think that with this reduced practice time, the reduced collisions, the reduced amount of all of that is just going to lead to more injuries. If you just look at the track record, the injury bug has went up so much. since the reduced hitting and practices, the reduced amount of time you can do things on the field in the weight room, all that stuff, man, is leading to more injuries, making the game a little bit worse injury wise. Because now people are getting hurt at an alarming rate. And I just don't think it's done the NFL justice at all to reduce the amount of practice time that these guys have, man. It's not getting the bodies ready for collisions. You're softening the body, and that's not good.
Yeah. So, Coach Joe, what do you think about the proposed ramp up, moving the training camp, pretty much moving the OTAs back into like June, and then kind of just having like a longer ramp up to the season where they start in June and it goes right into the season? Is that something that you would, because that's a big issue right now, is that the NFL Player Association, they have, they had a plan where they will get rid of the spring and kind of move it into June, and then it'll be like OTAs, and then OTAs will lead into training camp, which will lead into the preseason game. Excuse me. So basically, it'll make it a longer summer.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I just as long as you have that time to get your body ready first. As long as they got that time, I'm with whatever, you know what I'm saying, that they with, man. But you gotta have that time to prep your body, and that's what OTAs and that springtime is for, is just to get your body function and get it ready, and just to have it ready to cut and juke. Because because when you're in this level, you gotta get in shape to get in shape. You can't just go and get in shape. You have to get your body in shape to get in shape for football. I mean, that's what that is for, man. So,
It's
and me
like
especially knowing at the age of 40, man, when I try to get in shape for fight, I just can't go
40.
straight from football season and just, you know what I'm saying? Just, I know I look good too. I just, I can't just go, I can't just go straight to conditioning and just, you know what I'm saying? I got to have a ramp up period. You know what I'm saying? Before I go back to the gym, I condition for 2 weeks before I even go to the gym. So yeah, man, it's rough, man.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this Lions content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself, man. Hey, now it's time for parting shots for today's show, man. Thank you guys, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Sorry for the technical difficulties this morning, man. We had some ghosts in the machine. Thank you, Jim, for reaching down to us and helping us out this morning. All right, what you got, my man? LL, what you got for your parting shots on this Wild Out Wednesday?
Don't wild out too much. But if you do ask, do they mind if you wild out first? But just a quick thing about the OTAs and everything. I like it like that because I kind of feel like they give them a plan, and by the time they come back for camp, they should be ready by then. So I don't know, just get it right, whatever it is to cut injuries. But of course, no more dollar conies anywhere in the area. So find your cheapest coney, get your bag of chips, and enjoy your Wednesday.
All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah. Well, since I get ready to turn the sweet tender age of 41 next month, I just like to say that yeah, man. But I just like to say, man, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Is this for us Monday through Friday workers? This is like the toughest day of the week, the slowest day of the week. So hey man, stay positive, keep it going, and hey, let's go Lions.
All right. For me, definitely it's hump day, baby. Definitely got to keep grinding, man. Definitely, and shout out to my man, Monrod St. Brown. If you don't know the recent story, he signed a jersey, had a kid at practice who saved a woman from drowning last week, and he was saved a lady. He was wearing a St. Brown throwback jersey, so they brought him to practice the other day, the Monday. And St. Brown signed signed a new jersey for him. And St. Brown is a good dude, man. He does a lot of good things. He's a leader on the field and off the field. If you look at some of the things that he's done off the field, man, especially with the fan that passed away last season with the blue hair, who dyed his hair blue in the playoffs, like St. Brown, and reaching out to that guy. And then he surprised some hospital workers last year. Kind of just walked up to the hospital and was like, started meeting people, and they didn't even really realize who he was until he started talking to them. But he reached out to them and was like, made their day, and just did some great things in the community. So shout out to St. Brown, man. He's doing his thing. Monrod doing his thing. Do us a favor, man. Follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms, man. Y'all know how we get down on. You see what the Wolverine doing over there, Wolverine Sports Talk on his YouTube channel, man. And, I'm over there on TikTok, man. But if you want to have a great day on a Thursday, man, y'all know what tomorrow is. It's Thirsty Thursdays over on Instagram. So go over and hang out with your man, LL Cool Tones, because he gets it popping on a Thursday. Definitely worth a view on his Instagram page on Thursday. Do your man Kurt Steele a favor. Whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From my man, LL Cool Tones and Coach Mike Jones, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.